family. 19 Keys tapping in with you. I got a question for y'all. What's the lesson? What is the lesson? I woke up with this morning.
My car, German.
Thank you there, Chief.
Dallas, it's a pleasure having you here.
Thank you there, Chief. Appreciate you.
You're welcome.
I was asking this question this morning to myself. What's the lesson? I woke up this morning. I got a really good meditation in. Got a good workout in today. You know, I was reading some Stokely Carmichael. I took some of my cognitive coffee. You understand me? My mushroom coffee. And it was a beautiful conversation with myself. And I was asking, I say, what's the lesson? What are you currently learning right now? You know what I mean? Because if you find yourself in any repeated cycle, or you find yourself in any level where you're feeling down, you're feeling stressed, you're feeling like shit ain't working out in business, finances, relationship, brand, etc., then you need to figure out what that lesson is so that you can move forward and graduate. If something ain't working out, what's the lesson? Why do I operate like this? Why do I think like this? Why do I move like this? Right? And I think there's so many people are not figuring out what the lesson is. What's the cultural lesson? Right? I get so many people be asking me, Keys, what's next? What we doing? When do we finally repair relationships with ourselves? When do we, shift to a higher point and a higher standard of the world? When we stop being motherfucking own monkeys and actually start having some goddamn power, right? When we stop following these boule-ism, just give us some token-ass dollars, you know what I mean? And niggas is still falling for weak-ass Ralph Lauren campaigns because they found somebody from an HBCU that's a creative director. It's like, what's the lesson? Do niggas deserve to just be slaves for the rest of our lives because niggas don't care? You know what I'm saying? Niggas just want to suck off these white men because they got power and bow down to these niggas? Like, what's the lesson? Like, are we saying that we some bitch-ass people because we letting everybody else run us like some hoes? Like, what's the lesson? How we keep repeating shit? We be talking about all this God, we the greatest. Y'all talking about you follow Jesus. Jesus wasn't no sucker. He wouldn't be goddamn falling down and bowing down the empire, yet you supposed to be a fucking Christian? How you following Elijah Muhammad ain't building out an economic network as big as his? I'm just saying, what's the goddamn lesson? What we learning right now? You feel me? Like, do we just follow into the same cycle over and over and over to they weak-ass agendas over and over and over, trying to effeminate every goddamn nigga on the planet Earth? And if he don't bow down to that weak-ass shit, then of course they're not going to give you any favor. They're going to give you the tools to bring the house down. What's the lesson? Every single goddamn man, Martin Luther King talking about some, now I was going to boycott their ass for $20 billion a year. He said that towards the end of his life. So don't talk to me about none of that integration sweet shit that he was talking about, that mountaintop, let's have all our goddamn kids go to the same school, dumbass shit. I don't want to hear none of that. Only thing you want to talk to me about is when he started talking about economic power, when he really dropped his nuts. Everything else don't matter. But like, what's the lesson? Are we hard to fuck head at learning? Do we supposed to keep going over the same shit over and over? Do we listen to TD Jakes talking about some black capitalists matter? What's the fucking lesson? Jesus doesn't even fuck with capitalism. Like, what's the lesson? Do we not be able to say real shit anymore? You know what I'm saying? Because nigga go blackball me. We not gonna be cool. Nigga can't show up like this. Man, what's the goddamn lesson? I ain't gonna lie, man. I wake up some days just tired of niggas. Cause it's like, man, I've been doing this shit for years, and niggas just be watching. Oh, let me see what Keys gonna do next. Nah, let's see what the fuck we gonna do together. I'm trying to do this shit for us. What's the lesson? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just at that point in time where if we ain't on that power, I don't even want to know you. If you don't believe in me to a point where you're ready to lay down your life and kill for me, bro, I don't even know if it's worth it. And why I say that, Stokely Carmichael was saying, he say, man, when people go to the army, they tell you you be willing to kill for your country, lay down your life for it. And he say, ain't enough. Be willing to die for it. You willing to kill for it. He said, you think that's heavy language, basically. But the reality of it is, he say, man, when you believe in something so much, you do anything for it. I don't know too many men and women that really believe in this idea of our own freedom, that they'd be willing to kill and die for it. He says the reason why, everybody will watch your brother get beat by a police officer, but if this was your mother, your father, your sister, your son, your daughter, you'll be whooping that ass hand and feet because you don't care, because you believe in it. You got so much love for this person that all that logic just disappear and go out the window. But that ain't what we got. Every other people, they be willing to do that. And then why we acting like we ain't goddamn close to being these techno-feudalist slaves? Everybody ain't got to be no goddamn LeBron. Just be a real man. You know what I'm saying? Niggas done. Then most of our black celebrities are just Zionists and under their control, and they ain't gonna do nothing real. They got all the goddamn money in the world, but won't do nothing real because they sold out to another people already. If we being honest. And now you gotta tiptoe around this shit when we see most of these niggas is fake and sold out hoes. Behind the closed door, bending the fuck over. At some point in time, we gotta learn the lesson. At some point in time, we gotta learn the lesson. It's a sad fact that we continue to live in the same reality and the same cycle over and over, as if we don't have the lessons in front of us. Like we don't have hindsight that we are the generation that got all of the tools on the planet Earth. Well, what the fuck we use them for? To blog at each other, to disrespect each other, to make stupid ass cartoons. I don't know. I'm starting to think that most of these niggas, like, when they say, it was only a few of us that actually, like, ran off the plantation that was, like, willing to kill the master. Like, some of y'all niggas is really sympathizing and want to stay on the plantation. And it's like, man, anybody... Listen, man, I grew up where it was, like, try to save all black people. I ain't on that. I'm only trying to save people who trying to save themselves. That's it. I don't care if you blood, family, ties. If you on some stupid shit and you can't listen, if I can't lead you, I don't want you around me. I don't need to lead you because of my ego. I'm just saying I got a better strategy. You need soldiers and generals and captains and lieutenants, and you feel me? You need people that's go goddamn funded in the whole nine. Sometimes you get people that's born in the era and their failure represents your failure. Their success represents your success. It says nothing about them and everything about you. Everybody loved Malcolm X 50 years later. Everybody loved Martin Luther King 50 years later. But why wasn't they successful while they was alive? Why wasn't they protected while they was alive, if that's the case? Why you let all of the leaders and the people die? And not one time in history was there a riot. We rioted because of Rodney King, an unknown black man get killed by the police, but when people who stand on the front line for you die, what do they get? Parade? March? So why would you be willing to stand and die for people who ain't willing to kill, stand and die for you? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. What's the lesson that we all learning right now? What's the lesson we all learning? It's a now or never window. We don't have another 10 years to wait, 5 years to wait. I was sitting with the president of the Black Farmers Association. He was explaining, when it comes to growing these crops, and you got like a 60-day window with some of them. If you don't do it within the 60-day window, then you miss out on certain crops because the time has came and it has went. And I'm like, y'all don't even understand when a time is fertile. You don't understand when we in a fertile time where it's like, nigga, if you don't do it now, you're going to have to wait a whole another 10, 20, 30 years. And we keep waiting on what? I don't give a fuck what you believe in. Ain't nobody coming to save you. And if that don't make you feel good, it is what it is. Ain't nobody coming to save you. It ain't happening. It's about self-assertion, because why would somebody come to save you when you ain't worthy of being saved? You don't save a man who goddamn sleeping and ain't trying to save himself. Why? Because you're going to be saving a sucker. You'll be saving the weak people. You'll be saving a person that ain't even worth your time. I'm just on some separation from anybody that's weak. And that weakness don't mean that you don't have vulnerabilities. It means that you don't have capacity to stand up for yourself. Yeah, this time, day and age that we live in is tough. It's going to distract the hell out you. But that's only there to distract the weak. It's there to root out who's weak and who's strong. And I'm just saying, man, as a people that know we powerful as hell, why we keep allowing ourselves to be tricked in this bag ran by everybody else and allowing everybody else to just pimp us all day long. I'm tired of complaining online, all of that shit. I don't want to just do another event, another tour, man. When y'all can see my energy in real life, know that I'm standing on everything. But I ain't about to be another man in another generation. You feel me? Who died so people can throw them on a shirt or a chain, you know what I mean? And act like they stood for the same thing. When you live in complete opposition of what they thought, what they taught, and what they believed. I see why, I was looking at the life of W.E.B. Du Bois, man. He went from a stark integrationalist to a separatist Pan-African who moved to Liberia. He went from trying to integrate black people and white people together to getting away from both of them. I said, man, I think I understand, though. You know what I'm saying? Because at a certain point in time, it's going to start making you feel crazy when you giving people the keys and they prefer to be locked up. You know what I'm saying? He said, man, I don't get both these niggas crazy, these crackers crazy. I'm out of here. I was in Virginia. Y'all gonna see the episode. We went to the projects in Virginia. These niggas got guns and switches out. And bro telling me, he said, yeah, at 6 o'clock, you can't come down these streets. Then we go to a sundown town. We see a goddamn Confederate flag. And they say, yeah, man, when the sun go down, black people can't be out here. I said, damn. So you telling me the motherfucking hood ain't safe for a black man, and y'all think that shit is normal? When y'all just became the fucking Klan, worse than the Klan, because you look like me, so you worse. You worse. Don't give me that police shit. You worse. You'll kill me just because I'm a black man walking down your street. That's the same thing them crackers did to our elders. Same thing them crackers did to our ancestors. And the streets became the new sundown towns. Y'all understand how fucked up that is? And you be mad at other people's racism? You talking about black people can't be racist? We gotta stop saying that shit, because we the most racist people on the planet Earth. We the most racist people to ourselves. Listen, I know shit done happened to us, but it ain't no reason that you born in this time, in this day and age, and you still got an attitude where you just hate another black man because he look like you. And you willing to kill him. But not for him. Not for your people. But you got that willingness to kill, just not for anything that matters. Y'all think this is normal. What's the lesson? Because if we don't learn the lesson, our babies is doomed to repeat the same cycles. I know sometimes I feel like I was born in the wrong generation in the wrong time. The men don't want to listen. The women don't want to listen. So the only thing you can do is find your goddamn tribe. Otherwise, you're going to feel insane in this world. You're going to feel insane. Find people that y'all think alike. And everybody else, let them go. Either they want to follow the tribe, you understand me? Let them burn in Babylon. Everybody ain't meant to live. Everybody ain't meant to grow, because I can tell you one thing. Those people against you, they united. So I don't give a fuck about your differences. I don't care whether you go to the mosque, whether you go to the church, whether you Sunni, whether you think the nation ain't real Muslims. I don't care whether you think we Hebrew, Israelite, chosen people. None of that shit matter if you ain't got no power. You have no ability to enforce anything, no ability to feed yourself, to protect your women, to clothe, to set the rules, the standards, the laws, the algorithms. All of that shit we believe in ain't got no power, no magic in it. If we ain't got no goddamn actual power, we can't even greenlight our own films and we be happy just to get one. Just to get a fucking show with some representation. Nigga, we so past representation. Happy a motherfucking Ralph Lauren showing black culture. Oh, he's showing us in a good light. You happy-go-lucky, pat on the back suckers. And y'all think I'm crazy for this? Oh, Keys beyond one. Why you gonna say this? This is hating. Why you gonna say that? No, this is being real. Only person I'm hating on is Satan. That's the nigga y'all collaborating with. Niggas be buying niggas wholesale. Be buying y'all wholesale. Be buying y'all wholesale. Then I look crazy. Man, I sent a message to Nori the other day because he had posted these are the only 3 podcasts that mattered. I had to send him a message like, you know you crazy for that. In no context in the world, in no history in the world that you can say that these are the only things that matter. Because then you got to check yourself on what actually matters to you because you ain't having no high-level conversations. And it's like, do we go along to get along? Nah. Fuck that. I'd rather not know none of you niggas. Fake stand with you like everything cool when we stand for complete opposite and separate things and everything that you do is against what I'm doing. I'd rather stand alone if I gotta goddamn bend over and give up. Because I don't think we getting a lesson. I think we terrible learners. There's no, when I hit that Invest Fest stage, Night City, listen, I'm not on no kumbaya shit. Even though I know we utilize the word kumbaya the wrong way when you go back and you trace what it really actually means, but I'm speaking on it in the context. I'm not on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on either we get free or we die. There's no other options, and I think everybody been acting like we got other options. Oh, let's try it this way. Let's try this. Oh no, we just need to be these secrets. And none of that shit gonna work. Nah, it ain't fucking. It's just, and the only reason I mention this publicly because I had sent it privately, but he mentioned my name in a conversation, so now I'm gonna speak on it. I don't stand for what everybody stand for. Never going to. Some things I'd rather just die for. I plan on living a long life, but if Allah allow, you know what I mean? If Allah allows, so it's not up to me, it's up to Him. I just see things that other people obviously see but don't care about and they choose to ignore. And I can't ignore that most of our culture is sold out and we still holding hands like they are brothers. Y'all keep asking what happened. Y'all don't look at the state of the world. What didn't happen? You don't look at the state of the world. You don't wake up sometime in the morning and angry at the world. You ain't dissatisfied. I was taught 100% dissatisfaction brings about a change. You don't look at the state of the world. You think because you sitting at home watching your Netflix and you feel comfortable at that moment, that ain't nothing happening? They're making decisions that will affect you, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren for the rest of eternity. And we just all go about our days. I happen to be born with a heart that's strong, that cares deeply. I don't want to hear, I'm following you. That's fine. You meet me, tell me how you taking action. Tell me how you supporting. Anything else, I'm done with. I just don't care who's watching, who's executing. That's it. Because we at that point where it ain't about just entertainment. It ain't even just about just about the education, man. You just got to be a different type of man and woman in this day and age. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. But at this point, I'm going to tell you, I already told my team, like, man, we working with a few people this going into the next year. Ain't working with everybody because everybody don't see the vision, man. We've been doing this damn high-level conversation thing, trying to shift the culture, teaching people about all the technologies, being correct about all of our prophecies, if you will. You know what I'm saying? And tell them about the AI, the tech, the social shifts, the micro, macro economic shifts. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the predictions have come true. And niggas trying to act like it ain't what it is. I know who I am. I see why niggas go crazy. Because this world is meant to destroy strong black men and only lift up those that they can control. I know the game. And we be moving like we got all the time in the world. We be going to places and everybody want to try to buy a ticket the day of. Like, when we becoming planners? When we treat this shit the same way we treat entertainment. We don't treat our freedom like that. We don't treat our wealth like that. We go take to some nothing ass rapper and not just a rapper, singer, entertainer, celebrity, everything. We are planning our whole life around supporting entertainment, but not our freedom. And then got the nerve to look our children in the eye, knowing that we wasted all our time when we could have been building their lives up. They could have had something that they inherited. I don't listen. I said what I said. Ain't nobody said it's not just men. But when I'm saying this black man, I don't need y'all to correct shit. If I said what I said it. I ain't on no politically correct nothing. I gotta stop all of that. When a black man say something, he mean it. Either you get behind with it or you get out of it. But I ain't changing my words up or mincing nothing to fit whatever way you think I should or should not talk. We the only people on this planet Earth they fear rising. The only ones. Because they know everybody else gonna be controlled. Take that, do what you will with it. For those that got a heart like I got a heart, you want to have fun what we doing, contact me. Anybody else? Peace.